if I know your name. Okay. Hi everyone, it's Emin. I am basically working in Vietnam in an Australian university, RMIT, quite well known. And what we have done is here we usually promote the industrial partnerships. We work with industry. We bring the industry to the classroom in our lectures, and then we promote their work, and then we also give them the platform with our scholarly help that we can showcase their work. So actually, it's very famous that sustainability is now a boiling topic everywhere. So I have all my PhD and experience in sustainability, like environmental sustainability, you can say specifically. So what I'm going to do is here, why I thought that I should come here, because the topic of your conference is actually quantitative and qualitative. And basically I'm a quanti person, but from last 2 years I started working in qualitative, but because I found a formula which I'm going to share with all of the audience, which is 200 plus here. And what I'm going to share is this, that there was a company, one of my friend told me that they are doing so great work, and I went and I visited that company. So what they're doing is this: they call it reform plastic. They are reutilizing the plastic, reusable plastic. So that's why I name it Transforming Waste into Value, a case study, plastic reform. So reform plastic is the name of a company which is operated here in Vietnam. And the CEO is also a co-author with me. And because I have used the reports and I have used the industrial data, I did not go for any quantitative thought, which is a collection of ongoing process. No, so it's just like reporting. We already have the real data from the company, which we call secondary data. So let me quickly begin that. I'll share the problem statement, solution, and then I will talk about the impact. This is actually really happened, and it's happening. So that's why it is already, this paper is already accepted in this book sustainability. And it was a co-venture of European bioplastic company. So we all were together, and then I was a lead author and I was the lead scholar there. So I wrote, and you can say I showcase their work, what they're doing in the world, to create a social impact in a social way. So I just put on all of these things together in our way, how scholars write, how scholars contribute. So the real world thing I took over and I wrote that in a way that all the research world can see that, read that, and do the same thing. So this is also going to be my last input for you all. Let's talk about the problem. Certainly, everybody is well known about that, the plastic pollution. We also know about there are like no criteria to dispose this off. All right. And then let's talk about quickly the Vietnam thing, because it's a tourism country. A lot of Indians every day we meet here in the market. Yeah. So because it's really, they really want to see the culture here. So that's how it comes with another side effect, that is the plastic. So 300 million tons plastic is every people is actually containing on the world. So it's 3.1 million is actually only on the Vietnam earth. So we don't have actually a place to dispose this off. What we are doing is, major part, we are refilling the land. We are just disposing of that plastic into a land, or maybe on a river, on a ocean. So that was a problem actually. So this brings the attention to one of the CEO of the company, because she is also US qualified scholar. She came here on a visit, and then she found out that, oh my God, something is wrong happening here. So she started a community, very small community, with the use of some local Vietnamese people. And what they do just they go for some beach cleaning. I think we all do that, and we all could be a part of that sometimes. So they started with the beach cleaning, but what eventually they found out that in that cleaning of the beach is not enough. It's not having a solution. You clean and then you refill the the landfills, right? You refill the land, you refill other places, but it's not a utilizing, or it's not a proper solution. So then they also realized that in Vietnam, they have different levels of waste management. So number one is they don't have any formal waste management, which we all can relate. Those who are from developing countries, right? We don't have any proper waste management. So that was also a problem here. Then the collectors, we will see that the people, those who are individual, they just collect the trash, okay, and for the sake of selling, they sell it to consolidator sellers. So they just go there, they sell bottles, plastic, whatever, and then they get some money for their to bring their food on their table, right? Then it came out with the idea that there are so many types of plastic. So when we went in the field, and we discovered that the people, those who are collecting the trash, what things they are collecting, in fact, they're collecting the hard plastic, only the hard plastic, okay, because that is valuable. So, but they do not collect the candy wrappers, the containers which are soft material, disposable. Okay, so many other things they do not collect because nobody is there to pay for them. Okay. And then again, you could see they only collect these kind of things. And you have even seen somewhere when you're traveling somewhere, and you could see the bundle of bottles are together. So that is actually where they collect from each city, and then they send to a specific factory where they just recycle them and make them some plastic products, and which we can use them again. So that is the one part of the industry. So what they actually decided to do, this industry, they said, okay, we want to give the value to all the plastics, no matter it's hard, it's soft, it's a candy trash, it's a toothpaste, it's a cutlery, it's whatever. So they said we want to give it a value. So that's why they started making a community. And then they found that they really need to address these issues. Number one, there's no value for the plastic. The only valuable plastic is there. The less valuable or no valuable plastic, they left on the road, they left on anywhere in the place, right? Or even on the beach as well. So then they said another problem is this, to segregate. Okay, let's say we collect that, and how we are going to divide it, right? And then they said there is no method of collection, because the government and the local people, they have like separate entities. So they cannot combine all of this because they are privately working. So they need to make their own task force, they need to make their own labor force. So then no processing, there was also no processing. They were collecting, they could see, but no processing. So here comes the idea of circular economy system. So they applied that business model, which we all know, that circular is like reusable things, use, reuse, and redo, right? So this is actually how they have started. They started from a place which is called Hoi An. Hoi An is the beach area in Vietnam. So they started from there, and they have the main factory there. So what they are doing is this. Now they have addressed those four problems. Now, number one, they have started promoting a community where any individual can join them and bring all of the trash, no matter what trash. No need to segregate, right? Just bring whatever you have, right? And then they have added their own areas. You can see the collection scheme here. They have made a box or a cabin where you can come and drop. And then there is a payment method as well. A person will be there, he will weigh, and he will give you the payment, right? It's also somebody, especially those are old people or the senior citizens, they don't have like such jobs, and they really want to do something, so they can contribute there. So certainly they have now huge numbers, those who are working with them. And then they start processing it. What they do, they actually do this. They they give the value to the plastic, they segregate them, they shred them, the way we shred the carrot and cucumber for the salad, right? They shred all of these this plastic, and then they use some technology, some machines to transform them into a plastic boards. You can see down there, different multiple colors. They did not add any colors. It's just like multiple plastics are together, they shred and they make boards. Not only the boards, and look at this. This is actually the circle, right? This is the way they do. And you could see that even in my university here right now, we are actually promoting the sustainability things and environmental things. So right now we have like two breakout rooms and one big hall. We did not go for any big company to buy the ready-made good furniture with the very fine furnitures. No, we go for them and we said, okay, we want a table. So it's also, we in our organization we also promote that, okay, see, we are using the sustainable products, right? So this is actually the way. Now you could see the production process. I just put it to give you more idea that how we can do that, how we can write a paper in a qualitative sense to promote literally what is happening in business in world. So the industry will also get the support of scholars. So industry and scholars should work together, right, to educate the society. So that's the thing. Okay. Another thing is this: they are not only restricted towards the boards. They are making furnitures. They are making so many different patterns. Okay, even on your demand they can make, and they're also making some kid activities platforms as well. They're also providing. You could see that. Let me just give you one quick example. One of my student is owning a cafe, a coffee cafe, you can say. So he was having every day a trash of disposable cups, glass, so on and so on. So he was collecting that. One day I told him, okay, let's go and give this all trash to them and ask them to make a coffee table for you. And honestly, believe you me, this happened, and he was very happy. He didn't pay anything. He just went, he gave the trash to the company, and then they said, okay, we will do that for you. Yeah, right. So actually this is also another motivation for the ongoing businesses, that they should not throw that, they should collect that, and then they should provide that to that company. So what they are doing is, there's so many things. I actually am so impressed with the approach. So that's why I came out with the idea, and now the further impact. So this actually business is having a real time impact in society. So that was my motive to come out with a book chapter. So which is going to publish in next 1 month in Springer, but it took us like almost a year to run through. You all know that it's not really easy, to go for such kind of high impact journals and publishers. So see, the vision of this company is to expand. They don't want to retain their self to Vietnam. That's why they are having multiple franchises, and they are actually expanding it. You could see that they have even in Myanmar, they have in Bangladesh, in Philippines. Okay, they have almost 10, and there are two more. They are also working. For your information, they're also trying to get one in India because it's really needed. So we don't know at which side, but they still have some potential people, those who really want to expand this there. So let me just again talk about the impact. Look at this. This impact is actually, they're educating the people, they're giving their jobs, right? And they're cleaning their environment, even for the tourist. When the tourist comes, they feel like, oh my God, Vietnam is like so good, like so clean. How? So actually, they are contributing. Another thing which I would like to highlight specifically, that how this work and the research which I do with them, I concluded my research that these works are also aligned with the sustainable goals. Look at this. The firstly, they are doing partnership. Then they are also going for equal gender opportunities, gender equality. So they are giving them job opportunities, right? They're also taking some actions to keep the environment clean, so land clean, and also they are doing responsible consumption and production. This is where my point, I want all the industry to think before they produce. So I am not against any other plastic industry, but I just want them, to recycle their processes. So another, they are providing the decent work, and they are innovating the industry. So here is actually these different franchises, and they are also supporting some people in the villages, in the towns, where they want to open a kind of small outlet of that facility, where they can trash off their own garbage of their own village, and then they can produce. So right, it's like individually, if I'm from a town and I can do that for my town, why not? So they will help that. So that's how, these are some technical things, blah blah blah, and these are the partners, those who are already with them. They are working with them around the globe, and they are like very low profitable business, because they are doing recycling, and they are actually promoting the sustainable thing. And here is the founders, Kesia and Jalen. These are both from US, and they just came as a visitor, and they realized that, and they started that here. So now they're actually providing and giving a lot of contribution to Vietnam's community. Thank you so much. Feel free to reach out to me. It's that's all from my side. If there is any Q&A, I'm open for that.